This is the pound yen on the 15 and I'm involved in a flag pattern, which is very surprising. It is Monday morning at 8 o'clock. Wouldn't have expected a flag to occur, particularly on the pound pairs. Pound yen was pretty much the only currency pair that didn't gap. So let me talk through this trade and why I'm looking at the market coming higher. So we'll start off on the higher time frame as usual on the dailies. So structure level in at our highs just here, we have violated them. If we zoom out, just get a little bit of perspective, we have come down to this level of structure just here. I did say in the quick review video that we've just done, watch out for this area. Price is oversold. We've come into that zone. We've come into a 140 psychological number. Expect a reaction. Let's go to the 240. Nothing here on the 240. Let's go to the 60. Here on the 60, just to draw this out, we had a move lower, a pullback, a move lower. Now we're seeing a pullback, but because I'm not expecting a move lower, I am expecting a bullish move here. We could see the market, as we are doing now, continue on up a little higher to maybe around this area here, which is the tops of this structure level. Let's drop down the time frames. Okay, just going to bring back on the orders. Okay, starting to see a reaction. So the rules for the flag pattern, we're majority of the time looking for a swing, which is a sore thumb move in the market. We're then looking for a directional move. Here you can see, look at the candles, directional move, lots and lots of bullish buying pressure. For the rules, we're then looking to draw on our trend line on the closes of the candles. And the closes of the candles is going to be correct the majority of the time. Make sure that we get that correct. We're then going to duplicate it, move it down and have it on the closes of the candles. We need a minimum of 4 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We cannot start looking for an entry until this 4th touch. Next rule, throw a fib on from our swing low to our swing high. We need a minimum of a 38.2. Ideally a 61.8 is where I do like to see price come into. The 61.8 is one of the golden ratios. So we've come into my favorite fib for this pattern. Structure, we need to see structure. Majority of the time we see these patterns turn within the wicks. This is the wicks right here. This is the support level. Let's highlight the wicks. Have we come into that zone? Yes, we have. We've not only come into the wicks, but we have come down to test the closes of the candles. Let's talk about where targets can potentially go. Well, I know I'm expecting a move on the higher time frame, though I don't have confirmation of it. But here on the 15, which is where I've taken the pattern, we have violated this outside return here. You can see this is an initial structure high, an indication that we could go higher. Where could we go to? We could come up to this structure level that I'd already spoken about. Bring back on the targets. You can see that we are below that structure level. What are the targets? Well, I always play for a 127 extension. So from our swing high to our swing low, I'm just going to have to remove the orders so that I can see where my fib is. Want that correct, so that's there. We're only going to leave the fib on that we want to see, which is the 127. Let's bring back on the orders again. So now we know we have room to go higher. Let's talk about our entry. My entry is when we come down for the 4th test, I must see a bullish candle because this is a bullish breakout pattern. So we had this doji, no color. We had a red candle. That is not an entry signal. That is a red candle. We need to see a green candle because we don't want just the trend line to see it holding. We want to see a positive reaction. And that's what we did with this green candle. It was a positive reaction and it was a higher high, higher close. Stop loss 1 ATR below the low. I've actually gone over an ATR below the low just because at the moment the pound yen has got a higher spread than normal. We do have a psychological number here which I always want to get stops behind. However, look at where my stop is already. I'm already down here at the start of the pole, so I do not need it any further back. So I've got a little bit more risk here than normal, but it is a Monday morning and the spread is higher than usual. I am front running targets by 3 pips because the spread is higher than usual. So 26 pips of risk for a reward of 27. Okay, we're back for the update. Disappointing. We got the breakout, picked the turning point. We came up to our structure level. I implemented risk management, which was moved to break even, and I was taken out. We got about 25 pips up. What a damn shame. We did have room to go higher. My level I was expecting to go to was here. We just didn't get there, so out of that for break even.